Hi guys, welcome to the Sober Confession. This is your host Jenny, and today we'll be discussing about let me first give you some suspense. We'll be talking about business and side hustles and all. Yes, today we are really serious. We have a guest called Nabil for today. He will remain anonymous because he got a lot of money, so we can't we can't mention his name for security purposes. Hi Nabil, how are you?
Hi Jenny, nice to be here. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Man, me, I say my name openly. I don't mind because
No, I'm being anonymous because of my office job. I can't say all the businesses I'm doing and then go back to office.
You're just being humble, but that's okay. We understand.
Yeah. So the day I will leave office and I'm totally in business, self-employed, you'll host me again and I'll say, "Hi, this is my name." Yeah.
Okay. So Nabil, how are you doing? And please introduce yourself for the guests for the listeners to know you.
Yeah. My name is Nabil. I'm being anonymous. I'm very good. Very, very good. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you, Jenny, for hosting. And I like this podcast. I've been a fan and I've been listening to many of them. Yeah, I won't mention what I've been enjoying, but there's one that you hosted, some guy called John, and you confessed something or telling us about being single. I loved it, yeah. So I'm a simple guy, very humble beginning. The reason why I'm here being hosted talk about business is because I grew up from a family that loves business and also very passionate about my academics. Humble background. Actually, to make it very simple, I'm these guys who would make a shopping list. You give it to your parent, and the parent would take out the needle, the cornflakes, the fancy things, and they leave you with the groundnuts and the sugar. So, and I was in this school where I'm studying with kids that come with everything. So I grew up when I'm admiring the pleasure and the happiness that comes with money and having a good life, and it drove me to working so hard so that I could make it also and give my kids the best life.
Wow, very inspirational. And see, I think that's a good plan, by the way, to remove the needle and all those other things, so they can know that it doesn't come easy.
Yeah, it does.
So our topic for today is going to be on side hustles. Do you have any one or two or multiple side hustles besides your main 8 to 5?
Yeah. I've been doing side hustles for a very, very long time. Actually, when I go back home and we're having this family get-togethers, my family members are always laughing at me. They remind me of all the businesses that I've done, and I'm not shy. I've lost so much money in business because to get there you need a lot of experience. And right now I can proudly say that the side hustle, to get the perfect side hustle that you can do, you need to get the experience. You miss out on a lot of money. So I can proudly say that the side hustle that I'm doing right now, I drove it from 100 million to 500 million Ugandan shillings. It's worth $500 million. So I'm very proud of that. Yeah, it's the side hustle that I'm doing right now.
Oh,
hey, I'm supposed to mention it. It's real estate. Yeah, it's real estate. Though I also do farming.
Yeah.
Since I also do farming. There's fish farming. I do goats, sugar cane, maize plantation. All this I do it on the family land, which is in the village. But yeah, I also buy cars and sell them. I can import and sell it. As long as I'm making a profit, I do anything, yeah.
Wow. We are speaking to the right person, by the way. So what more? We are really. Those are many good side hustles, Sometimes you start side hustles, when you put one foot in, like you're just testing the waters, but looks like you dived in totally. So
totally in.
So what motivated you to start these side hustles? Is it passion or for something else?
I think there is passion, because for farming itself, it's passion. Because even this long weekend when I went back to the village, I wanted to see the business that I can do. I used to do maize a lot. I reduced on the quantity that I was producing, because when you're in the office, you're limited. You won't be able to go back to your side hustles to monitor them. So you need something that you do for a long term, which is going to take like a full year. It doesn't require supervision. So it's not easy doing these things. Like now I want to move from sugarcane to coffee. You need to have the passion. You won't just do it because there is money involved. You need to have the passion. So for farming itself, there's a lot of passion, because last season I did fish farming in ponds, and I noticed there were challenges. They didn't make as much as we expected to make. So right now I'm shifting to fish farming in cages on the lake.
Okay.
So all this is fashion, but you need to also have that business, because business is a numbers game. You need to say, okay, how much did I put in? How much will I make? So it's passion, and also the desire for that good life. Because I'm also young. I enjoy the trips. I enjoy the holidays. I like being able to provide for my girl anything she wants. If she wants the new car, if she wants to go for a holiday, if she wants a new dress, I don't want to be the guy that will give her an excuse that, okay, I can't buy it. So all that, it drives me to work hard. Yeah.
Oh, wow. She'll listen to this and be so proud of the motivation that she's among that.
She won't know it's me. She won't know it's me. I'm anonymous.
So if you can relate to this, Nabil, you're a lucky one. Okay, so what would you say are the main things that you need to have in place to start a successful side business?
The number one thing that you need is the trust and integrity. Trust and integrity is very important, because it also, apart from trust and integrity, there's also your circle of friends. When I started this side hustle of real estate, as you know, real estate involves a lot of money. When I was leaving, I was previously working in a financial institution, and when I was moving to the job that I'm doing right now, we do not save with NSSF. We have a separate savings scheme. So NSSF gave me my money, which was like 50 million. So when I went to the bank, I also got another 50 million. So I had 100 million on the account. And I was like, okay, what can I do? But the fact that I had done many businesses before and I had lost money in some of them, I had a clear path and an idea on what I wanted to do that would give me more money. So that when I went to real estate, I was able to talk to my friends to support the business. So trust and integrity comes in, because I was buying big chunks of land and I was splitting them. I have very many friends who would buy the land even before going to the site, because they believed in me. They knew that what I was giving them is what I was telling them. So if you do not have the trust, there's no one that's going to support you. Another point is circle of friends. The first acre of land that I bought to split, the people that bought it were my close friends. And those close friends sold me to their friends, and the business grew. So if you have friends, but you do not take time to talk about business, all you do is maybe meet and drink, you need to change the conversation a bit to business, because that's why we are growing up, and in life, we all need money. It's money basically. So you need to have friends that you can discuss business with, because I was in shock, because I knew they would support me, but all my friends came and bought. They bought a plot of land from me, 1 or 2 plots of land. Others gave me money even before they visited. So I was able to reinvest this money. Also, all the relatives that I have abroad, I would just tell them that, hey, I have this nice plots of land that I'm selling. So they would just send me money even before coming to check it out. When they come for the holidays, I would go and show them, and they would be impressed. So circle of friends, very important. Trust and integrity, very important. I think those are the main 2 issues, before you start the side hustle. I also talk about labor, because you can't do business when you don't have someone who's going to run it for you. I can be sure that most of the people sitting in offices have the capital to do a side business, but they have lost a lot of money through the people that come out say that I'll help you and they will cheat them. I'm also, like I told you, I've lost so much money. When I was working in a bank, I was earning a very small salary. Someone came and sold to me a business idea that we started a shop in Chukobo downtown. It was good. The numbers were good. He first asked for 5 million. I gave him the 5 million. He said he was going to give me 500,000 every month. It was so nice. I added him another 5 million. He was giving me 1 million. Then he told me that, do you know how much money you make if you give me 20 million? I was like, yeah, I can see the picture. I went to DFCU. I got a loan. He didn't even pay me back in the first month, the business. I think he got the money and did something else. And I lost all that money. Yet I was earning only 1.5 million net. The bank was taking money. I had to pay rent. I had to buy fuel. So this is under labor, or the people that come out so that they'll help you, because you won't do the business when you're in office, and you need someone at least that you can trust to run around to get that information. Even me who is doing real estate, there's someone I will need to go to the land offices to do a background check, to talk to the chairman to confirm. So those people that we send to help us are the ones that discourage people to go into solve all the side hustles because they cheat people. So it's very important. If you can have someone that you can trust, it's very important.
Oh, wow, that's heartbreaking, but I see, regardless, you're moving, despite those things that you face, because some people can be discouraged and they lose that sum of money.
I remember Jack Ma said, if you ever lose money when you're below, he said 35, when you're youth, if you lose money, you should never be disappointed. Take the experience and move on. I lost that money. It hurt me so much, but it's just because I've done so many businesses and I've also lost. So it will give you an idea on what you can do better if you ever get a bigger capital. You won't misplace money because it's the experience that will drive you. It's the experience.
That's true. Someone I know calls it school fees, that money that you lose in business because you learn from it. It's a good way to call it, just not to feel bad about it. So you spoke about getting a loan from the bank. What's your advice on that? Because some people are afraid to take that step. So what would you advise?
There are so many people that fear loans, but you can never make money when you don't have. When I say that I'm living two lives, I'm living the office life and the business life, and I'm pushing so hard in all kinds of life so that I can make it. In the office life, I've done the CPA, the SCCAs, I'm doing my masters, but it's all under accounts, business, finance, and you know that any business mix will have loans, because you won't raise capital through shares here in Uganda. It's not a strong market, but the loans is what we can easily access. So there are so many people who are risk averse, who fear loans, and if you can wake up in the morning and check your WhatsApp status when you have so many friends who are selling handbags, others are doing bakeries, as in, okay, it's good, but will you make 100 million from selling that? The profit will be small, because business is a numbers game. You're either selling in volumes to make a small profit in bigger volumes, or you're selling small and making a huge profit to make it. So you need to make research, get the loans, and do business, because you want the capital that you have. If you're saving your salary, it will be small. So loans are very important. You can't avoid them if you want to do business. But also you need to know how to manage the loans, because I also refer you to an article that was written by Mandela, the owner of the Cafe Javas. He said that there are so many people sitting in offices that can get a loan of 100 million. But when they do get it, they would rather put that money in building a house of 100 million, and you sleep in an asset worth 200 million when you're still young. Yet you can put that money in a business that can generate more profits, and you build a house in future. So get the loans, do the research, don't be afraid to lose out, and that's how life should be. Don't fear the loans.
Oh, wow. Okay. I hope many are motivated to do that. And for most people who are doing some of those businesses that you said, I hope they also, but in case you're doing a bakery on a large scale, or it's your plan, and what would you say about that? What would you say?
Actually,
yes?
I wanted to do a bakery with the investment club. If you're doing a bakery on a large scale, it's good, but you need to do the branding, set up a full bakehouse where you're making something that you're going to take out of town and sell. Not most of the people that do bakeries that are on our WhatsApp statuses, the friends that do them, they are doing it from home, selling one cake, two cakes, depending on the orders that are going to come in. That's different. That game is different from setting up a full house of a baker, and you're like, okay, this is the business plan. We are going to do this amount of numbers of loaves of bread per day. We are going to do this, and so if you're going to do that, go it this way, that's very good. But if you're going to sell one cake a day, 2 cakes a week, depending on the orders, it's a side hustle. But as in, how much are you making it? You need to get out of your comfort zone and do something big that can challenge you. As in, you won't make money when you're working in your comfort zone. You don't stress yourself. As in, you won't make much. You need to. So a bakery is good, but you need to do it on a large scale. Though on a large scale, it will come with many challenges. That's why we didn't do it with my colleagues. Every business has challenges, and everyone has their own luck. So there are different synergies in business. May could have failed doing a bakery because of 1-2 reasons, but when for you the cards are in your favor, you can do it. Ntake has had a bakery for over 30 years. Ntake, the bread, that famous bread. And there are people who are coming up to do the bakeries, and they collapse in 2 years. And it's always about the persistence, because Ntake won't say that he has been making profits year on year, but because you learn from the experience, and when you make a loss, you keep pushing on. When people get to know you that you're in that business, they will. It's about the connections.
But in their defense, I think their idea of doing those things at home on a small scale is maybe to build their market, and then when they feel that they have so many clients, that's when they can expand and go all out. But as you've said, it's good to take those risks, and that's when you get out of your comfort zone and make more money. That's how I've understood. Okay, so what would you say are the main things you would need to start a successful side business?
The main things, you need the capital, because we talked about the loans. You need the capital for sure, because if you're going to do it on a larger scale, and most of the people who are in offices, they have these friends that they can get capital from easily. Someone can give you 5 million, this one can give you 3 million, because they know you're already working. It's different. It's like getting a loan from a bank. They will ask you, why are you working? It will be attached to your salary, to be like a salary loan. So it's different from accessing money when you're not in office. So they should take advantage of this opportunity and this the moment that they are working in offices, because the office jobs are not reliable. You can lose the office job in a minute, and once you're out, you can't even access 1 million that you could have accessed back then. You know that. So that's why I support people that are doing side hustles, and they're pushing them stronger, because it's easy to get the money when you're in there. I have friends that started juice businesses when they're still in office, and they left the offices and they're now doing them on a larger scale. That one I totally support, because once you're out, it will be very hard for you to get the money to do anything. And in any case, you've seen the NSSF stories, as in there are people that work in offices until they are 60 years old, and they've never done any business. And now NSSF is giving them their pension at like over 200 million. And what will happen? Someone will put it in something they've never done because they have no experience, and they'll misuse all their money. So it's good. The capital is good. The experience is good. All that you need to do, the passion is good. All that you need to have a successful side hustle. Yeah, you start now, and in future you enjoy because you have the experience.
Okay, so what you need is the capital, and then you just
you need the capital. You need the passion, because you're not going to do a side hustle just because you want money. You need to be passionate about it. Like I said, I'm very passionate about farming. I love it. Real estate, I can tell you, I wasn't passionate about real estate because you can't be passionate about, it's like being passionate about going to the moon. As in, okay, you can be passionate, but it's a very expensive venture, you know? So real estate, I wasn't so passionate about it because I knew I needed money. But once I got the 100 million that I talked about, I was like, okay, let me do it. Because for it, it's very easy. You can just do it on your office desk. They'll call you, hey, you want to buy this? You say no, yes. So farming is very, very profitable, and I was very passionate about it. There are people who like fashion, but also you need to be passionate about something that will move in your market, in your area. There are people who like fashion, but maybe I'm wrong, but fashion doesn't really. In Uganda, the demand isn't so good. As in, I don't know, maybe it does. So you need to be passionate about something that will move, something you can sell. People here would rather, I don't know how many people buy I don't know how many people buy original shirts or designer clothes in Uganda from the shops. True. So I don't know. Yeah, so you need to be passionate about something, because me, I had my young sister, she liked fashion so much, but I would tell her that, who are you going to sell it to here in Uganda? But when she got a chance to go abroad, she's enjoying everything. So here in Uganda, all I'm saying, be passionate about something that will move in your market, that you can sell to someone without a hassle.
You're making us question our side hustles. Me as Jenny, I also have my side hustles I'm questioning. You better not make me wake up tomorrow and go for that loan.
Okay.
Oh, about the loan, by the way. Are there some times when you felt like you were tied and you didn't know where to get the money to pay back those small installments?
Yeah, I told you I got a loan of 20 million, and it was a loan for 4 years. I was working in a bank, and you know the salaries in the bank, you're getting a net of around 1.8. They're taking off. I already had the loan where I was working. So I had made my calculations knowing that I'm giving someone 20 million and they're going to be paying back. I was going to be paid back like 2 million from that side hustle, and to add it on my salary. So the math was very good until everything in the second month. The loan is for 4 years. Those are 48 months. That means I have like 46 months to go, and I don't have anywhere to get the money from. So it hit me. It hit me so much, but I don't know. You know, everything comes to an end. It hit me, but I think it's the one that drove me to move from that job to another job.
Things became real.
So I sat down and I did. Yeah, things became real. I sat down, I did the numbers, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This salary is not going to work if I'm paying that loan of around 1 million a month. Yet I have another loan of 500,000, and I have to pay rent. I need so I was like, you know what? I think this is the time that I need a new job. And it's the same thing I told you, that living two kinds of life: the office work, the office work that you're doing, and the business life. So I've tried to push those two at the same pace. I reached, I think, around 2 years ago, I reached a point where I was pushing, and the office, the side hustle was bringing in like $3,000 a month, and the office was getting these trips abroad, everything. So basically, life was good. Money was coming in from all sides. So you shouldn't. So all I'm saying is, you shouldn't look at one side, because if you're looking at the office job, it can just come crashing down at one time. The business, it can also come. So you need to push them well, thinking, both of them at the same time, until maybe if the side hustle works out so good, you can leave the office and go to the side hustle. So like I said, I got the loan. It didn't work out. I was like, you know what? Now I need to focus more on my office because the business is now not working so good. Good thing I'd finished my SCCA, my CPA. I enrolled for my master's. I managed to get a bigger job that was now paying off that loan comfortably. And I was even able to get more money to top onto my NSSF money they gave me to do a bigger side hustle that now I pushed to over $500 million. Yeah. So it's all about plus prayers.
Prayers indeed. Yeah, we really need that.
Indeed,
oh wow,
yeah.
That's very inspiring, Nabil. So that takes us to my next question. How do you balance your main job, side job, and family? I assume you have a family.
My main job and family. Yesterday I was having a discussion with my wife, my babe. You know when you say my babe. I told when we started dating, she has a government job, but she got so comfortable because everything is now available at home. Everything she wants is available. Yet her salary is very small. So I told that God forbid, because I've seen families that come crashing when the main the guy who is earning the most, maybe God forbid something bad happens, you be kicked out of the house. I've seen everything when I was growing up. Families that are doing well, the man is earning so much money, the wife is not working or earning small. Then the man dies. Then what happens next? They're kicked out of the house. The good life stops, everything. So I'm trying to push her into leaving her job to start a good side business that can support her even when something, so to be ready for anything, because this is life. So back to your question of balancing the two. It's very stressing if you're providing everything at home, to be honest, because I have to do the side hustle, now the family, now my office job, which is also very demanding because I'm growing, I'm a manager. So if you get a partner that can support you, you have to support her right now so that her income can go up. It will help reduce the stress, because everything that stresses us most of the time in our home is money, paying bills, not being able to afford this and this. So if you have a good support system behind you, you can focus on something else. But for the work, you get to manage it. Once the support system isn't good, it will be stressing. That for sure, it will be stressing. So every man out there, you need to support your wife to be able to earn something good. You don't need to be there to provide the money for hair, money for this, money for your car, money for DSTV, money for this. Trust me, you'll be very stressed. You'll fail to balance the two. Everything will be very challenging on your part.
Okay, so
it's about the support system.
And the time and your main job and your side job, do you get like extra hours in a day?
The main job is, of course, when you're manager, you can't say it's 8 to 5, because they will even call you in the middle of the night. There's this budget, there is this, so you need to be available all the time for all the two. You need to put in extra hours. The side hustle, because there are clients that will call me and say that, okay, we need to go and visit the land. And you're like, okay, this kind of client, I need to be there. There are some that you say that, okay, I have some guys, some brokers that will take you, but there are some clients that need the face-to-face. You need to be there. So my job, Friday, is done, office job. Saturday, I'm booking appointments in the morning. Saturday, I'm running to Mukono. Sunday, I'm going to Mukono. I'm going to Gayaza. And if I'm free and I don't have clients, that's when I'll drive to Ginger to see my fish farm, to see the goats, the cows. So it has to be busy, but you find a way of balancing. If family has to be there, if you're traveling to Ginger to visit your farm, you go along with your wife, because you won't leave her behind. The whole week you've been in office, you haven't spent time with her. So you find a way of accommodating your family in some of the things that you're doing. If you're going to visit land over the weekend, you take her, because it's also good for our spouses, if they get to know what we're doing, they will learn some business. They may also get involved in future. But it's a way of also spending time with them, because if you keep doing everything alone, you get distant. So you have to put them in your schedule so that you can find time to bond.
That's a good one. Why do you think people are afraid of starting side businesses even when they have great ideas? Given that you've also given us these amazing insights, what do you think people are afraid of?
People are risk averse. They fear losing money. They're not risk takers. They would rather prefer to sell small items in their WhatsApp status, and they make 20,000.
We are sorry.
No. Also may sell my stuff on WhatsApp status after blocking some people. You need to block the managers so they don't. But let me tell you, everyone sitting in an office has the potential to do something bigger. My grandfather did businesses and was a very rich man, but he never went to office. He never studied. As he never went to school. He never went to school. So everyone in office that's working has a business mind. You can do something bigger you can challenge and push yourself to do something bigger than what you are. Then that's more business that you're doing. But what you ask, people are not risk takers. They fear losing out. They want to take the simple options, as long as they're playing it safe, not knowing that if you don't play it the hard way, you will not get money the hard way. I've been exposed to so many issues in also my side hustle that's making me so much money, but it's never easy. You do a land deal, someone says no. My grandfather wasn't here, he was the owner of the land, so the agreement you did is invalid, yet you paid someone 60 million, then you'll be so stressed. So that's the ugly side of it. But the ugly things make so much money. So people are afraid of risk taking. They want to play it safe. And also they don't want to make research into businesses. They just want to, you can't do a business when you haven't researched about it. You need to put in time. So I think the only thing that's affecting people is that they want to get out of their comfort zones. They don't want to take risks. They want to make research. Can I say they're being lazy?
It's okay, we can take it. What can we say?
They're being lazy. People they would rather prefer to do something simple that make a profit of 20,000 and move on, as long as they're not risking the 10 million that they borrowed. So my advice is people should go out hard. They need to take risks, because when you take a risk, it's what will pay off. You get more experience, and you do something bigger.
So people should get out of their comfort zones. Really, stop being lazy. As you said, that one we'll remember. Okay. So what main challenges do you face in your side job? Since you're not there full time, are there those challenges that come in while you're managing at work?
It's quite unfortunate that I lose very many friends. There's some people that come and help me in business. Then along the way, you entrust them with something and they fail to do it. And trust can't be bought again once it's fractured. You're like, okay, that friendship won't work out again. So you lose so many friends doing side hustles, because not everyone will come through for you. And that's the main thing, that because even right now as I speak, there's someone that I was trusting so much with my business, and it's like he lied to me something, and I found out that he lied to me. So you have to find a mature way of addressing such issues. When many people, you keep having those moments where I don't know, where people want to cheat you, and you have to the people that we use. It's the biggest sign that I face, because you have your plan very well, but the people that we entrust to help us do the side hustles, they also have their different motives. They want to cheat us. Yeah, so that's the biggest challenge about the
So
side
there are
hustle
these
that
friends
I've
who
seen.
see
Yeah.
you doing well, and then they want to come and partner with you when you've already made it. And how do you handle that?
That one, let me tell you, I have so many friends who are girls.
Yeah.
I have so many friends who are girls. Let me tell you, I did some my numbers for the sugarcane business. You know, sugarcane business. So, okay, to give it to you in a simple way, sugarcane. My numbers were: I planted acres of sugarcane this year. When I'm harvesting after 18 months, I'll make 35 million. But you harvest 4 times, so I make 35 million the other year, then another 35 the other year, then another 35. So my plan was to plant 10 acres of sugar canes every year for like 10 years. So I was renting and leasing land from villagers. So next year I'll make 35. The other year I'll make 35 plus another 35 that I'll plant. Then the other year it will be 35 plus 35 plus 35. So I met my friend and I told her those numbers. It's mainly the girls. You know what my friend said? Like, you know what? Your numbers are good. I want to give you 20 million and you just invest it in that business. I don't want to know where the sugar canes are. As long as you just give money. I was like, no. I thought I refused the money. There are also friends that I tell about the land business. I'm like, you know, when you buy cheap plots and sell cheap, but at a profit, you make money. I'm like, you buy at 8, you sell at 10, you make a profit of 2 million. So I've had friends that I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you 30 million, buy from me those 3 cheap plots or 4, then you sell them after 3 months. And some people sent me money and they've left me with their titles because they trust me. They run as long as I tell them that, okay, I sold, your profit is now 2 million. I keep sending them their profits. I'm like, okay, you made a profit of 3 million. I'm sending it to you. I'm keeping the capital because I'll buy more. So those are it's mainly the girls that do not want to go out there and do things. They will just give you money because they trust you. They're like, okay, I'm giving you this money. Just do it. Just send me the profit. As long as the money is there, we shall see. So there are many people that want to do the businesses, but like I said, okay, maybe the girls. Okay, if I get that from a man, I will tell the man that, okay, the guy that, okay, you know, you're a man, you need to go. Maybe for different reasons. Girls are a bit laid back. They don't want that type of going to the farm, wearing gumboots, checking on sugar canes in the village. So, but there's so many people that always want to send money and you just invest it for them and you give them the profits. But they don't know that you can make a loss and there are risks, but they will not want to hear that.
They are perfect.
They just want
so how
to
do you handle that usually? Do you usually take in all the requests or you sieve them? Because I'll assume when you that plot that you sell, you're able to afford it now at this point where you are, and you make a profit for yourself, right? So how do you handle that?
Yeah.
Like,
it depends on the business. You know, to maintain the integrity, it's very risky for you to take someone's money and you put it in farming. Because farming is very, very unpredictable. It's very unpredictable. So most of those requests that I get, also my relatives who are abroad that want to send me money to invest for them, I put it in land, real estate. Because land will not get spoiled as long as I put your money there.
Yeah.
Even if buyers have taken long to come, your land will be there. It will be there. But I can't get your money and put it in farming to go and plant maybe like 20 acres of maize because the prices are fluctuating all the time. What if I give you the estimate that, okay, we shall sell at 600? Last season, maize went up to 200 shillings a kilogram. Kenya stopped receiving maize from Uganda, so there's no market. So you won't need to listen to all those stories when you're giving me so much money. So the thing is, when you get that money, invest it in something that has no risks. Yes, and the only option that I see is real estate. Because for it will be there. Even if my sister gives me so much money within the US, when she comes back after 30 years, the land will be there. It will be there. So So you try to look out for businesses that are not going to have a lot of stories, no depreciation, no risks, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I give you some 50 million and you put it in? after
we shall talk after the podcast.
given that I'm a girl and we are lazy to go out there. That was funny though.
Girls are a bit they're laid back.
So why do you think most side hustles like fail? Or let me rephrase it. Why do you think people give up on their side hustles? Yeah.
People give up on their side hustles because they make the first loss and they don't want to go back.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They make the first loss and they don't want to go back. And if I was that kind of person, I would have made the other first loss of 20 million when I got from DFC and I was like, I'm totally done. But when you make a first loss, you've learned something. Because now when I made those losses and I was able to get 100 million from in the combined savings that I had, I knew that, okay, if I go back there, my fingers will be totally burnt because I've experienced something bad. So I was able to look for better, or even right now, even if you give me 1 billion shillings right now, I won't shy away from me that, where will I put it? I know the things that are very risky that I don't want to even look at. So you need to just know where to go. And if you make a loss, you're like, okay, what did I learn from this? Next time I won't do it, or I'll do it. Now, like, give an example that I did the fish farming in ponds. The money didn't come up well because of some challenges. So right now, I want to do it in a lake. Now, it's because of the research and maybe the losses that I made in the ponds that I'm now doing it bigger now. So even the sugar cane, the numbers didn't work out so well. There's a lot of government interference in the prices. The factories are not taking in the sugar cane, everything. So I want to go into coffee now. Because I know coffee, the government doesn't interfere so much in the pricing. So you need to know, okay, I lost something. What am I picking from it? And how can I do it better and bigger next time? And also look at the value addition, because now in future, if I'm to do it bigger and bigger, and look at value addition. If I'm to ever do coffee and I've planted it myself, after 4 years, I'll look at maybe can I process it? Can I package it? Right now, my circle of friends, most of my friends right now are becoming managers. They have so much money that it will be sitting on their accounts. That would be the perfect time to invite them for now a business plan. Okay, you guys, I have this coffee. Can we look at adding value, packaging it, exporting it? Those are the discussions we have growing up, because we are growing up, won't be talking about small plants. You need to look at those, because in farming, the people that are making money are the people at the last end of the chain that are adding value to the product and selling it to the final. So it's what I'm looking at right now. If I'm going into fish farming, I want to find out how I can add value to it, package it, and maybe export it. So those are the plans I'm having right now. And it's because of the losses that I made back then that made me to think different, and now I want to go in that path. So people shouldn't be afraid of losing, as long as you have a plan on to what you want.
Okay, Alio, limugazinyo ngenda kwesi bako. For those who don't understand, I'm going to tie on Ali, because after this podcast, we are going to
Oh my God, my name is Nabil.
I mean, sorry, Nabil. That was in Luganda. Sorry, you know the names are confusing. It sounded. Now imagine. Now imagine I said your real name.
You're calling me someone else.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Now
Let's continue.
Because I'm about to say your real names and both of them.
I know.
Okay,
so anonymous.
Nabil,
that's the thing.
Okay. So I've even forgotten where we are, but let me regain focus. Yeah, so, but this sounds very rewarding. How rewarding would you say it is? Side businesses,
doing
yeah.
the side hustle. Side businesses are very rewarding because office.
Yeah.
You know, when you just finish campus and you get into these jobs that we do first, you're fresher in the company. There's no risk. There's no risk to your job because most of the time you're doing clerical work. But the longer you stay in the organization, when you're growing, you're becoming a manager. You're earning a lot. The insurance is a lot. The company is spending so much on you. That's when you will have to bring something to the table. And if you can't do it, they will cut you off. If they are looking at cost cutting, you saw COVID when many people lost jobs. I think they'll first look at the managers that are earning so much before they cut the clerics, because how much will you be saving if you're cutting all the junior staff? But you cut on one manager and you're saving so much. So, and you never know the plans of the supervisors. Someone can just say, okay, go home, we are done with you. So side hustles are very rewarding because you not start from zero when you fall out. You not start from zero. You need to do it. And there are so many people that are very comfortable in the offices, but it's not advisable because if anything goes bad, you have a family, you have a mortgage on your head, you have bills to pay, and you've never done anything. Those are the people that run mad. So do something, get the experience, build something. When you fall out and you want someone to lend you money to start something, you will have an idea of what you want to do. You will not start, losing money, the stages. If I lose money, but when I'm still earning somewhere else, it's good. But losing money when you're not earning anything is very bad. So gain the experience, lose money when you're earning something. Such that by the time you need to make the money, you won't make the mistakes that anyone you could have made when you get. So it's very good. Experience is very important. It's very rewarding. Do the side hustles, build something. And in any case, if you want to, you can retire early if your side hustle is doing well. You won't sit in office. Technology is changing all the time. They are getting rid of old people that are sitting in offices because they can't even operate the new kind of computers. So get out and do something for yourself and leave the offices for the young generation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
as the young generation, regardless, we move till we reach that point. So at what point do you think one can quit their main job for their side business? We're also waiting for you to quit yours.
Yeah, I'm still young.
Okay, young generation.
I'm also young generation. Maybe I just grew. I just grew the organization a bit faster, but I'm not so
with your
old. I haven't
experience,
even
you
made
built your
34.
NSSF
But
work.
anyway,
I'm sure some people there are imagining, where did Jenny get this one from? Yeah.
But you, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, depends on the organization you're working for. I won't say where I'm working, but my kind of organization now, I think around 45. But if I ever become an international staff, an expatriate, that I will go out there. I won't go out there for a very long time because home is always home. So go out there, come back. But I look at maybe 40 to leave the office job and go. But now for the people that have not done any side hustle, now those ones will be waiting for their NSSF to do the side hustle and they'll misuse the money. So it depends on what you're doing, the side hustle you're doing. If it's moving very fast and you see that you're happy, leave the office job. I have someone that I know that left their office job last month and they've done their side hustle for.
But sorry.
they were able to buy a new car. They started a side hustle, and within 4 months, they were able to achieve a milestone they had never achieved in the 10 years they were working in office.
Wow.
So the person was very impressed and was like, I wish I had moved out earlier, because the 10 years and now 4 months have been able to achieve this. So it goes back to the question you asked. Moving out, it depends on how good your side hustle is and how solid the foundation. Because it may be working out so good, but when there are things that you haven't figured out, then it crashes. So it's about the foundation that you've put, how solid it is. Yeah. And if it's good, you move out.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be when you're 40. You can just get to that point.
No.
And okay.
Yeah, you don't have to cram it, because you'll be 40, but when the side isn't solid, you start making noise. So if you're 35 and it's good, you can see these guys that we look at. There are so many. Okay, maybe can I say the Americans? Well, at my former, we used to have those young Americans that would come and they would say, "Me by 35, I'm out." So you're like, "Me 35? What? 35? I'll just be getting started." It's also about the plans that you have and how good your. So you shouldn't cram it at 40 or what? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what drives you as a person? What keeps you awake at night? Those thoughts that you have doing all this.
Yeah. What drives me is making much more in both areas, because I'm very passionate about my job. I want to grow it to the level where I'm a confirmed expatriate, working outside Uganda, because one of the reasons, my main reason is that because I know I work hard, but the main reason it pays so good. So I want to experience it before I leave the organization. People have different reasons for wanting to be expatriates. Me, it's basically it will be like a payment for all the hard work that I've put in my academics, because it won't be fulfilling leaving my organization where I am when I haven't been an expatriate. So it keeps me, I make sure that I perform so well and work so hard so that I can grow. And also my side business, I want to push it, because once I started my other young family, I want something my son can look up to. I don't want my son to leave school when there's nothing. Like, may finish school and I had to do everything on my own. Fine, my parents had some things, but I couldn't count on them, because you know those families where there are so many people looking at them. So I want my son and my family to look onto something that they can build for generational wealth, not this kind of wealth that's going to expire after the business is done, but these businesses which can generate generational wealth over time, like the Mulwana that can stand, and whereby the future kids that will come will not have to finish university and start applying jobs in other companies, but when they can work on something that that Nabil built.
Okay.
That keeps me wanting to grow.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So what advice can you give someone thinking of starting a side business? Or who already owns a side business?
Someone that who already owns a side business, the only thing I can do is that go harder, push and push it, because there are so many businesses in town, and there are so many people who have success stories from all sorts of businesses. Someone can say that he became a millionaire by selling CDs, by selling music cassettes, those guys. So as in people, I became a rich guy by being a music promoter. So there are so many businesses that someone can do, and the only ingredient, the only thing that you can add to the mix is pushing it harder by not giving up. It's the experience that will help you to push it and add the different flavors to it. Anything, just push it further and further. Don't give up. Don't give up. Yeah, it's the only thing. Just push it further, because it's what everyone is doing. We need to just go harder and harder until we make it.
Okay. So, do you have any closing remarks?
No.
You don't.
I'm just very happy to be here. Thank you so much. Keep doing this podcast. I like them. They as in, I listen to them when I'm at work. As in, they are very nice. The first one was said to me by someone who is in UK, London, doing a PhD. As in, I like, as in, they relate more to what we the youth are going through. So, yeah, just keep doing them. Keep inspiring and motivating us. We shall keep, life is a hustle. We shall keep pushing from all our ends until we get there.
Okay.
Let no one give up.
Okay, disclaimer, this is not my side hustle. You might say now this one. This one, is she really putting in any work? She's what? I'm just kidding. But given your thoughts on that, we are going to rethink everything in our lives. Okay, so thank you so much, Nabil, for your time. You're very inspirational, and I'm sure our listeners have learned a thing or two. Now for our pleasure, and now for our pleasure, and as is in our tradition, at the sober confession, you're going to have to give us a confession. So, go ahead.
My confession is more, let me see, my love life.
Okay.
If I had known, you know, my current wife, we were dating childishly when we were teenagers, 12, 13 years. Then we broke up around there when I was 14. Then I had to look for her. I had to look for her like after 10 years, 10 to 15 years. So if I had known that I would look for her, I would have built all my memories, all the next memories.
Oh, that's such a
only her.
Sweet confession. Can you... Oh, we are going to have you on another podcast about love. You can't tease us like this. But that's so sweet.
Because honestly, I built so many memories with people that later on left.
Your side hustles, eh?
After some time, yet after some time, when I sat back and I was very single, I was like, you know what? I think the other first girl really loved me. I have to go back and look back. So when I went back, she was okay. I'm also dating someone else, but I will take you back because you're a very nice guy. So I wish I had built all those memories.
That's
so
have
sweet. A lot to talk about.
Some tissue, pasta tissue. But that's really, by the way, you finished your wedding speech here, so I don't know what you will say on your wedding. But
man,
this was a good platform. Thank you everyone for joining us. We hope to host you again, Nabil, and probably with your partner, so you tell us more about these nice confessions and all the knowledge and everything.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have an amazing weekend, all that you're going to have ahead of you. Bye-bye.